We got to talk some Cobra Kai season 6 part 1. This season has put me in a weird spot so far. A spot I've never been in when it comes to Cobra Kai. I fully embrace what this show is. I know what this show is. It's ridiculous, whether it be the storyline, the characters' behaviors, the fight scenes, just the situations these characters find themselves in. I'm fully aware. And this season so far has been everything we've grown to love about Cobra Kai. But for me, I can't help but think or feel while I was watching this that I feel like this has ran its course. I feel like it's time to check out, move on from these characters. I don't know if I want to completely see the Cobra Kai world go away because I do think there's some cool backstories we can dive into in the past and whatnot, kind of like what we see with John Kreese. But these characters, this story, I just don't feel like there's really anything more compelling to do, if that makes sense. And that's how it got me feeling at the end of part 1. I just felt empty really after watching. I just felt like, yeah, this isn't doing it for me anymore. It feels like we're rehashing a lot of the old stuff. The season starts out with everybody being kumbaya and happy, but we know where it's going. We know where it's going to take that Cobra Kai-esque drama twist, and it's just predictable, and it's tiresome, and I'm honestly kind of burnt out on. I know they're trying to do some creative things with the whole Mr. Miyagi thing, but that seems like a real ballsy drum up of drama or storyline that they're just trying to do. And I don't know how I feel about, I'm not some Cobra Kai or Karate Kid purist or defender, but it just feels like something that is a boundary that needs to be treaded lightly because Mr. Miyagi is such a beloved character. And I just don't know if that's something I appreciate or something that they really need to do. And maybe I missed something, but I felt like maybe that storyline, that whole box and all those secrets was maybe a pass from a brother of Mr. Miyagi, not necessarily Mr. Miyagi, but I don't know. Maybe I missed something and that's not the case, but I just don't feel like that's something that needs to be done. And I didn't really like it. I appreciate it trying to do something creative, trying to do something more, but that just didn't hit home with me, and I didn't feel like it was necessary. We had the death of Tori's mom to give her character motivation. Her and Samantha are trying to not rekindle, but to create and have a new start and be friends. And this tragic thing happens to Tori, and I don't know why they let her get on that fighting stage because she looked like a psycho. She looked like she just did a whole night bender, and I understand where she's coming from and why, but if I would have saw her, if I was Mr. Russo or the mother, I'm like, damn, girl, you ain't fighting my daughter. You looking cray-cray right now. But I get it. It's just, I don't know, man. We see her go back to Cobra Kai and with John Kreese, and I get it. She wants to fight. She thinks that's the path to feel better, to be better, to honor her mother in a way. But nothing really hit home, dude. Just, yeah, I don't know. I'm in a weird spot because I do love this series and everything it is. I love the ridiculousness of it. I love that we're in a world where karate is damn near a super character. They're superhero. They're Spider-Man, they're Superman, they're Batman. I mean, it's a ridiculous thing. But that's what makes us love it, because it is something we've always been able to put on, not necessarily tune out, but put on and accept what it is, not take it too serious, just escape and almost laugh and humor and at points feel for the drama and the storytelling of these characters in the show. It's so far it hasn't worked for me. Part 1, it hasn't worked for me. It just felt rehashed. It felt like they crammed a lot into part 1. I think this is coming out in 3 parts, and I don't know if I necessarily understand that move. It was either 4 or 5 episodes. I don't remember off the top of my head, so I don't know if it's going to be 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 5. But I feel like it would have been better with a part 1, part 2. I don't feel like there was enough. I feel like they jammed too much in to have enough content, enough on the meat, or enough meat on the bone to release it in 3 parts. I didn't feel like that was the case. I feel like there wasn't much going on. We had a little bit with John Kreese and his old sensei and that storyline, getting his version of Cobra Kai back together to bring to the tournament. We had Daniel and Johnny going through their stuff, and the kids building building their relationships, or relationships plummeting again, whether it be with Hawk and I don't remember the Nerdy guy, sorry, goodness, but I don't know. I'm in a weird spot, man. I want to like it. I'm going to finish it. It's not like I hated it. It really isn't. I guess the main takeaway from this video and how I felt about it was I think it's time. I'm glad this is the final season because I don't know if we need much more of this. And I fear if they were to run this on and just, try to pick it for everything Karate Kid and Cobra Kai is, it just wouldn't be good. I hope it ends great. I hope there's a compelling story to be told. I hope we see closure with these characters. I hope it's an admirable ending when it comes to Johnny and Danny LaRusso's character. Johnny Lawrence and Danny LaRusso. I mean, these guys, whether you're a Karate Kid fan or Cobra Kai, you know the Karate Kid story. They're iconic. They're iconic, at least the first Karate Kid. So I hope they get the service, they deserve. I hope it's ended properly. But right now, I guess I'm on the fence, man. We'll see how part 2 and part 3 go. But as of right now, part 1 just didn't hit home with me. I don't know. This might have been a weird review. This might have been a weird video because I'm just in a weird spot. I want to love it. I want to like it. I'm just not there. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Comment. Let me know what your thoughts were about Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1. And if you're interested in future content, please subscribe. Deuces.